This is a day in the life of Mr. Bean. His many alarms are set for 8 AM, but like most of us, he sleeps through all of them and doesn't wake up for another 50 minutes. Bean is really late for work now. There's no time for breakfast, but there's always time for coffee, as long as it's poured directly into the mouth. Mr. Bean has 2 sugars because he's an adult and his parents can do nothing about it. Quick shave in the bathroom, but there's no time to brush teeth or get dressed, so that's done in the car. I would highly advise against doing this, but Mr. Bean is a highly skilled driver to the point where he doesn't even need to be inside the vehicle to control it. At 9:01, Mr. Bean arrives at work, but he's late by about an hour and a half because he actually starts at 7:30. You have to question why his alarm was even set for 8. Anyway, the tardiness gets him fired.
Wow.
So, Mr. Bean goes around town looking for a new job. He tries hairdressing, but that was an ultimate disaster movie. He has a go at becoming a doctor, but that requires a really hard test to pass. Then Mr. Bean has the brilliant idea to busk for money. He's been practicing his dance moves in front of the mirror for years, and he's ready to show them off to the world. His performance is spectacular, earning him many monies, so he rewards himself with a cupcake and orange juice as his morning snack. Bean then finds a new place to busk before deciding to take the rest of the day off to do some fun activities. Mr. Bean has a long round of mini golf against himself, which he wins. He has a quick lesson of Taekwondo, so do not mess with Mr. Bean. He then goes to the pool to jump off the diving platform, but then realizes that was a mistake. So he makes the decision to go swim in the water at the beach. It's much safer. Nothing can harm you at the beach except for maybe sharks, stingrays, stonefish, jellyfish, and maybe dolphins, depending on what day you go. For lunch, Mr. Bean feels a little bit adventurous, so he goes for steak tartare. He did not enjoy that at all, so he reorders chicken drumsticks, sausages, celery, and oysters. After lunch, Mr. Bean has some errands to run, including buying some paint so he can recolour his apartment. But when he returns home from the shops, he realises he forgot to buy any paintbrushes, so he has to improvise. Tonight, Mr. Bean is going to the movies, so he has a light pre-filmed snack to fill him up while he waits. This consists of a couple of Marmite sticks, a goldfish, and some vinegar to wash it all down. It's not the most conventional meal, but you'll never know if you like something until you try it. Mr. Bean goes to a 4 PM screening of Babe, Pig in the City, but finds the film a little too scary, so he changes cinemas. The new film is Dog Eat Dog, starring Nicolas Cage and Willem Dafoe. Unfortunately, this movie is too boring. He is really in a Three Bears situation. So, Bean breaks into the projector room and puts on the movie he made for the Sundance Film Festival that was rejected by all the judges for being, quote, shit. He did not get the reception he was expecting and was subsequently arrested. After being released on a $6 million bail, Mr. Bean returns home to cook an entire turkey for dinner. It's enough to feed 16 people, but Mr. Bean is a growing boy and needs the protein. As he waits for the bird to cook, he drinks some milk straight from the carton. He then decides to speed up the cooking process by microwaving the turkey. It didn't exactly go according to plan, however, having it explode into 1,000 pieces meant he didn't have to carve it himself. After an eventful day, Mr. Bean goes to bed, where he gets to spread out as much as he wants because he lives alone. And that's an average day in the life of Mr. Bean.